Hey everyone, welcome back and thank you for watching. Please be sure to give a like, click the subscribe button, click the bell so you get noticed of future videos. So I just wanted to give an update on the video you're about to see. It's actually a combination of several videos that I originally had intended when I filmed them to be individual YouTube videos. But having rewatched the footage as I was about to edit it, I wasn't overly happy with the footage I took, and I wanted to combine it to sort of increase the pace of the project that I was working of this like module project, because we do get to some good stuff and the scenery is starting to look great. So I think that I'm just going to combine it all, and that's what you're about to see. As for future videos, looking back at some of the videos that I've made, I have a tendency to tell you what I'm gonna do it off camera, come back and show you the results, which maybe some people like. There's definitely some YouTubers out there in the model training space that I follow that do this exact thing, and I really like that. But I think my videos are also short enough that I could potentially do some bits on camera, like a tutorial. So let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's any existing video playlists that are sort of unfinished that you'd like to see me tackle, or if you want me to keep going on this particular project, or you want me to just try something else completely. You know, these videos for me are a lot of fun. Doing the scenery and stuff is really relaxing for me, and I get to practice for when I do it on the real layout. So again, thanks for watching and enjoy the video.
Going to the workbench. I think this is the first kit I've done in a while, but after reading the instructions, it sounds like painting this is better off at the end. So I'm going to put this guy together. This is the Central Valley 72-foot plate girder bridge. Looks pretty straightforward. Right now I'm going to try to do one side, so the instructions say to put the flanges on and then attach the flanges on the side, put the side on the rail, glue the deck down, and then put the bridge feet on. It's a pretty simple build, I think. Which will be good, and then, yeah, I guess I can use my airbrush for the first time to test it out. The thing that'll be interesting is it looks like the track will go right directly on this, so I gotta figure out how to attach. There's this little tiny nubs, and I think once you put the rail in there, you're supposed to like push each one over, which is that I do have Central Valley ties and some code 70 rail that I can do like one continuous project with. So yeah, I'm gonna keep up with this and I'll check back in when I get one side done. So I finished the bridge. Yeah, I was on a roll and didn't really stop to take any more footage. So this is what we got. Yeah, it was really easy. Once you put the two sides together, you glue it on the base frame, which is all one piece anyways, and then you add these little braces here. That's literally it. The most time consuming bit was getting like the little flange lined up, and then you put the little feet on it. So you can see it's now, I painted, it was already black. I painted it Mars black to give it a clean coat. Then I went over it with a really fine misting of white. Just kind of like dull it down. Let's see. And then came in with this oxide red, and did, yeah, tried to get in the corners, and I might use some weathering powder to like see weathering powder and like paint diluted to like get some texture or something in the corners. But Doesn't have to be crazy. This module is mainly for taking photos and going to train shows. So yeah, there's the bridge. Really simple. The track, there's a piece that goes on top. I'll need to paint that because it's all wood ties and I want that to look like creosote wood. So I'll have to paint that, which I totally forgot about while I had the airbrush set up. And I also did the bridge piers. Let's see those. So I basically, I just tried to make it look like the rust was coming down the front, and I tried to sort of do it so that it's a little more obvious on the angle light versus here, but you can kind of see that these scratches are the height measurement because I forgot to measure before I glued the top on. So I basically just like held the other one up to it and just did a little scratch. And I think that's where I'm gonna cut them. But obviously measure, in this case, measure like 4 times and then cut. So I wanted to like get it all kind of like set up on the diorama. I have gone and bravely cut these down. And they're pretty darn close. By the time I fill that in with Sculptamold, should be pretty decent. And then, in a worst case scenario, if it's still off a little bit, I don't know, I can put either a piece of cardstock under there or a thin piece of styrene just to lift it up just a smidge. And this side, I haven't really checked, but that side's pretty spot on. So, yeah, the track will come right over this. Yeah, we'll go from there. So hopefully I can get some Sculptamold mixed up and fill it out. I couldn't leave well enough alone. So I found a piece that's close, not accurate, because I was too lazy to cut from this one. And glued it in with some Gorilla Glue, so that's drying right now. And then the last thing you'll notice is I put a straw in here. What the heck are you doing with the straw, Michael? I gotta go find my wire. I don't know where it is. And it's like a whole separate thing. Like literally I'm channeling lazy tonight. So it was easier for me to stick a straw in so I can at least put the piers in and Sculptamold it in, and there will still be a way to put the wires through. Ta-da! Okay, the first of the Sculptamold is in. This is 1 3-pound bag that I managed to use. I still have more to like clean up. Trying not to obsess on perfect, but because I can probably cover with ground foam and bushes and stuff like that. So you can see here there's a cast rock here, and over here. I know that I'm gonna have to put more plaster down in the riverbed if I want to pour water, because I know that poured water will heat and can potentially even melt the foam. So I tried my best to not get plaster on the painted surface, but so I may do some vining growing up here and here to kind of cover up there. That's pretty difficult to like get clean, but yeah. And so you can see here where all the wet plaster or plaster from today is. I was just basically trying to cover up any of the foam just to make it easier to paint, and I didn't really feel like using a bunch more Sculptamold, so I did the really goopy plaster of Paris and paper towels, just to try to, this was a hard edge, just trying to like get it sloped down a little bit more. I may actually take some Sculptamold and try to like level this out a little bit more, and I know it's, there's supposed to be a building here,
So I got to figure out some way to kind of level it off a little bit more. I actually took a really, really goopy version of the plaster and just poured it here to kind of fill this in. And same with like in bottom parts of the river bed. And then I tried to use wet fingers to go over it. That's the only thing about the paper towels is like oftentimes you can see the paper towel pattern in it, but honestly I think once I cover it up with paint and ground foam and a bunch of other scenic stuff, you're really not going to notice anything. So you know, I used an entire bag of, maybe not an entire, like I had most of a bag left over of Sculptamold, and all I got done was like this, which I like, but I really just don't want to pull it out of my inventory to use it for this. So I guess it could be a marketing stuff. I did try to make my own, so I haven't actually used it, but I'm gonna try. It's literally shredded personal documents. So we'll see how that goes.